need to introduce Cody at this point in time, but I'm going to anyway.
咁阿 Ken 就話：，其實係咪仲係需要介紹下 Cody 出嚟咧？咁啊，但係都係會介紹一下嘅。
Cody is actually he became a Christian in April of 2005. Is that right? And in October of that year, he was in our very first IBS retreat in the Philippines.
Cody 咧應該係2005年嘅4月咧受浸歸入基督嘅，但係咧同年嘅10月咧佢已經係參加我哋嘅 IBS 查經班嘅。
And after being in that first IBS retreat, our IBS staff, which at that time was just strictly some of our former sisters from here, invited him to be one of the IBS team leaders for the second IBS retreat.
係啦，喺第一次嘅 IBS 訓練完咗之後咧，即刻咧就佢哋就邀請阿 Cody 咧成為咧小組組長喎。喺下一次嘅即係第2次嘅 IBS 查經嗰度就成為小組組長。
After graduating from university with a degree in business administration, he worked in Citibank for 4 years in the Philippines.
咁 Cody 咧喺大學畢業之後咧，咁佢係讀商科嘅，咁跟住就入咗 Citibank 花旗銀行，就做咗4年啦。
And he made a decision at the beginning of this year, and since February of this year, he has been in full-time ministry.
我要補充一啲就係喺呢4年裏邊，佢係有升職添嘅，係啦，佢升咗職添嘅。咁但係咧喺今年咧2月咧，佢就決定咧用1年嘅時間咧去全職咧去侍奉上帝。
And God has used him and blessed him in many ways.
神咧使用佢啦，亦都喺好多方面去祝福佢。
But I want for us all to understand something. It's not about you and me. It's not about Cody. It's about the grace and the work of God in our lives.
咁我哋同你分享咧 Cody 嘅生命咧，咁其實唔係關乎我哋做咗啲乜嘢，或者 Cody 做咗啲乜嘢，或者唔關乎係講緊邊一個人啊，而係咧我哋講緊我哋嘅上帝咧係滿有恩典嘅上帝。
In making the decision to leave his job and join the ministry this year, it was like he was stepping into deep waters. And as he took that step, God just opened up a pathway.
咁啊 ，Cody 決定咧去辭職啦，去投身侍奉啦。其實咧就好似咧行去水深之處咁樣，咁一行落水咧，路咧就開啦。
And so a week from tomorrow, he will continue his ministry with Linda and I in Myanmar.
咁聽日咧，佢同 Ken 同 Linda 咧都一齊咧起程咧去緬甸啦，去繼續佢嘅侍奉。
So I personally am very proud to have this opportunity of introducing him to you, and look forward to the message that he's going to be sharing with us this morning.
Ken 咧覺得咧好榮幸啦，可以去介紹 Cody 啦，帶 Cody 嚟到去讓 Cody 同我哋去分享今日嘅信息。
Thank you, Brother Ken, for that introduction. Let's talk about worship.
今日咧，Cody 咧同我哋講個題目咧就係崇拜啊，就係敬拜。
We heard about it every time in our Christian service.
我哋每個星期日咧翻到嚟呢一度咧都聽過呢一樣嘢噶啦。
We hear, let's worship the Lord. Let us come and join worshiping the Lord with our brethren. So we hear a lot of that word, of that worship. But
敬拜呢一個字咧，我哋成日講又成日聽噶啦，即係會話啊，你準備好一齊敬拜未啊？咁樣。
But what does it mean to worship? What does worship mean?
但係你自己又明唔明白？你清唔清楚敬拜本身係咩意思咧？
Is it just the song, or the gospel songs, or the Christian songs that we sing every Sunday?
敬拜嘅意思咧，係咪即係話我哋每個星期咧唱嗰啲歌就係叫敬拜咧？唱嗰啲聖詩就係敬拜咧
Is worship just part of the whole service every Sunday?
係咪敬拜啊？咪就係朝頭早返教會嘅一部分咯。
Does worship stops when the service stops?
咁係咪即係話星期日完咗崇拜，即係完咗聚會之後嗰個崇拜就完咧？
How can we tell if we are truly worshiping God?
如果真心咁樣去敬拜神嘅話，係咪睇得出嘅咧？
And what does the Bible tell us about worship?
聖經又點講關於崇拜嘅嘢？
The word worship comes from two Old English words meaning worth and ship.
咁其實咧崇拜咧呢個字嘅 worship 啦，咁其實咧係拆開咧有兩個字根嘅。咁咧一方面咧就係代表係配得嘅，係值得嘅；另外一方面咧係一個其實後邊嗰個唔係或者唔係一個有特別嘅意思啦，即係總之係關於配得嘅。
So in English term, worship means worth-ship. Worth-ship.
就係咧，你去獻上一啲嘢，去俾一個配得嘅嗰一位。
So worship is the quality of having worth or being worthy.
所以咧，我哋去敬拜嗰樣嘢嘅時候，首先咧嗰一位咧係要去配得到我哋所獻出嘅呢一樣嘢。
Okay. So when we worship, we are saying that God is worthy of our praises.
所以當我哋話敬拜神嘅時候，就係我哋咧獻上我哋嘅讚美，去俾一位我哋嘅上帝，佢係配得到我哋呢一個讚美嘅。
It's about giving God the praise, the honor, or the respect that He deserves.
即係話咧，我哋去獻上我哋嘅讚美，獻上我哋嘅要去榮耀我哋嘅上帝，而佢係配得到呢一切嘅。
So when we sing praises to Him, which is only one of our expressions of worship, we are declaring that God is worthy to be praised.
所以當我哋唱讚美詩歌嘅時候，其實唱讚美詩只係敬拜嘅其中一個表現嚟嘅啫，即係你係可以有好多唔同嘅表現嘅。我哋唱敬拜詩係表達呢一個上帝係值得係配得我哋嘅敬拜嘅，讚美嘅。
So with that idea, with that purpose in mind, worship is not really about us, but it is about God and for who He is.
所以咧，你可以諗深一層啦，就係咧咩係敬拜啊？其實唔係話關乎我哋嘅喎，而係咧關乎上帝，佢係一位點樣嘅上帝。
Because sometimes us Christians have the tendency to just think about ourselves instead of God. That when
我哋基督徒咧有陣時敬拜嘅時候咧，反而嗰個眼目咧，我哋會放喺自己身上，即係唔係放咗喺上帝度。
That when Sunday comes and we have that tendency to think that I want to be blessed today. I want the songs to be I want my favorite songs to be played because I want to be blessed today. So we have that tendency.
有啲基督徒啦，或者我哋有陣時都會嘅，就係我哋嚟到教會啦，我哋去敬拜神啦，其實係我哋自己想得到祝福咯。又或者我哋會諗會唔會唱嗰啲我中意嘅歌咧咁樣。
That feeling of or wanting to be blessed is not wrong per se, but it should not be our sole purpose, our main goal, why we attend a worship service, why we worship the Lord.
咁我哋咧想得到祝福咧冇錯嘅呢一樣嘢，但係咧如果你最終個目的只係想咁樣咧，咁就忘記咗我哋主要嗰個目的係啲乜嘢啦，即係忘記咗我哋其實係應該去讚美我哋嘅上帝。
That should only be an indirect result of worshiping God, of focusing to God, of singing praises to Him. Okay, that is just that feeling that you are blessed and encouraged. That shouldn't be your main purpose why you go to church and worship the Lord.
咁 我哋想得到祝福咧，我哋想得到鼓勵咧，呢一個感受或者呢個想法咧，唔應該係我哋嘅返教會嘅最主要個目的喎，反而咧係我哋將個眼目咧放喺上帝身上啊，我哋去專心敬拜佢嘅時候咧，我哋就會得到祝福，我哋就會得到鼓勵。
We worship the Lord because He is worthy to be praised.
點解我哋去敬拜我哋嘅上帝啊？因為佢係值得，佢係配得到呢一啲嘅讚美。
I've been a worship leader, a song leader for quite a long time now.
咁啊 Cody 咧，佢已經領詩咧咗一段好長嘅時間。
And I admit that there are moments that I don't feel like singing. I don't feel like leading the songs. I don't feel like I don't feel well inside. Like I have problems. It feels dry and God seems distant. I have those days or times that I don't feel like singing. I don't like being here on stage and leading worship.
咁咧 Cody 咧喺過往領詩嘅經驗當中咧，佢承認咧，佢曾經都有一啲時間，可能佢自己有困難啊，煩緊呢一啲嘢啊，佢都唔覺得咧自己係好想去唱歌啊，好想去帶啲會眾咧去敬拜嘅，佢都有呢一個時候嘅。
But I have to overcome those B and C levels, those feelings that are hindering me from my sole purpose. Why I worship the Lord, and that's to give Him praise. So I do it anyway, even though sometimes, and it happens, sometimes you just have a lot of distraction. It seems that God is distant. You have a lot of problems, and you just don't ask leader. You just don't want to go up front, to go on stage here in front of everybody and try to lead them when you have a problem. It's difficult, but I have to do it because it is. Yeah, sorry.
咁咧但係咧 Cody 有呢啲咁樣嘅困難，即係甚至有陣時佢感覺唔到上帝好近嘅時候咧，佢仍然咧都係去領詩，仍然咧都係去帶領會眾去敬拜嘅。點解咧？因為佢一定要去克服咧呢啲我哋成日講嘅 即係 ABC 層次嘅想法。佢要克服咧呢一個 B 同埋 C 層次嘅想法喎。咁因為上帝係配得我哋嘅讚美噶嘛，咁所以咧佢咧就去專注咧喺呢一樣嘢上面。所以佢就算有陣時佢覺得佢嗰一日未必係好想企喺眾人面前去唱歌讚美嘅，但係佢都係會照做嘅。
I have to overcome that feeling because again, let us go back to the meaning of worship. It's not about me. It's about God being praised.
因為咧佢好清楚咧崇拜咧本身咧唔係關乎自己個狀態，而係咧關乎咧上帝係值得我哋去敬拜、去讚美嘅。
Now let's take a look at two verses in the Bible that tells us about worship. Now that we learned that worship in English comes from the word workmanship. Now let's go to Psalm 102.
咁我哋一齊咧睇下兩段經文咧，去提到咧有關敬拜嘅。咁第一篇經文咧就係詩篇第100篇第2節。
Okay. In Psalm 102 it says that worship the Lord with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs.
詩篇第100篇第2節話：當樂意侍奉耶和華，當歡唱來到他面前。
Psalm 100, verse 2. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs. If you found it, say Amen.
Amen. 你揾到嘅話咧，講阿門啊！
You're so silent. I'm becoming nervous.
你哋太安靜啦，所以 Cody 覺得有啲緊張。所以你揾到呢一段經文嘅話，你講阿門啊，或者講 Amen。
Amen. Okay, good. Okay. Again, worship the Lord with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs.
當樂意侍奉耶和華，當歡唱來到他面前。
Okay, in Hebrews translation, worship there in Psalms 102 means to bow down or to kneel, literally to bow down and to kneel or to kneel.
咁咧呢一節經文咧，嗰個原文咧 worship 呢一個字咧，敬拜呢一個字咧，個意思係咩啊？個意思咧就係俯伏或者咧跪低。
So what does it tell us about worship?
咁呢一樣嘢教到我哋關於敬拜嘅一啲乜嘢咧
？Do we have to always kneel when we are coming to church and we want to worship the Lord? Do we have to always kneel and bow down?
個意思係咪話我哋返親教會咧就要跪低啊，就要趴喺度啊咁樣去敬拜
？Just to express, just to worship God. Is that
係咪咁樣先至代表去敬拜神咧
is that worship means to always bow down when we want to worship God or to kneel down?
係咪即係話係啦？係咪即係話成日我哋要跪低同俯伏咧
Okay. In a literal sense, we should be expressive in worship even with our physical bodies. Amen.
咁咧嗱，其實個意思咧就係俾我哋學習到有關敬拜咧，我哋係有陣時要用我哋嘅身體咧去表達咧呢一個心嘅。
So what do I'm trying to say here?
咁啊 Cody 就話：究竟我係想講啲咩咧？咁樣。
Okay, when we sing "Standing on the Promises," standing on the promises of God, Christ my King. Are we sitting down when we sing that? Standing on the promises. It doesn't match, right? When you say standing, although you're standing on the promises, but still, right?
Yes.
It's ironic when you sing "Standing on the promises of Christ my King," right?
咁咧 Cody 咧就講到咧有一啲歌咧，譬如佢首歌就已經譬如係要去站立嘅嗰首歌，嗰啲歌詞都係有咁講噶啦。但係你個人咧就坐喺度喎，咁樣好似好怪唔配合啦。
Or do you know the song "Sing, Shout, Clap Your Hands"?
係有一首歌啦，係啦 ，Sing, Shout, Clap Your Hands。
So when you 唱
歌拍手啊。
Yeah. So when you sing that, do you do sing, shout, clap your hands? Is that worship? I mean, in that literal sense, right?
咁啊，即係你唱嗰個歌詞啦，同你嗰個反應咁都唔配合嘅，咁樣真係喺度敬拜緊咩
So when we sing this song, this praises to God, it should be. we should be expressive. If we want to clap our hands, it's for the Lord. If we want to sing songs for Him, if we want to shout, then shout for the Lord.
咁啊，所以咧唔記得啦。喺歌詞裏邊咧，如果有譬如歡呼啊，或者拍手啊，呢一啲我哋真係可以為着我哋嘅上帝去歡呼，為着我哋嘅上帝去拍手喎。
So in application, let us be more expressive in terms of singing for Him. Again, this is not about us. This is not about your brother or sister beside you or behind you. This is about God. So if you want, this is a personal worship to Him, a personal time with Him. Right? If you want to sing to Him, if you want to cry during worship, if you want to paint during worship, if that is your way of expressing your worship to God, then by all means do so.
所以咧，其實 Cody 咧係鼓勵大家咧喺崇拜裏邊，喺敬拜當中咧，多啲去表現你自己喎，多啲去表達你自己個真正嗰個感受喎。真係歡呼嘅時候，真係拍手掌嘅時候，你唔使理側邊嗰個人㗎，你唔好打到佢就得㗎啦，係咪？咁啊，你去為着上帝去歡呼，為着上帝去拍手啊！就算咧你流眼淚啊嗰啲都唔使去理其他人嗰個想法嘅，因為呢一個敬拜嘅時候就係你同上帝個人嘅一個好親密嘅時間嚟嘅。
So what do you think are the reasons why we cannot or we hinder ourselves from being expressive in terms of worship?
咁想大家諗下咧，有啲乜嘢係阻撓到你去表達你自己個感受嘅咧
Okay, is it fear?
會唔會係驚咧？
Is it being ashamed?
怕醜？
Okay, is it because singing is more feminine?
係咪
for male?
係咪淨係女仔先應該唱歌？你覺得自己堂男人唔好唱大聲咧，會唔會咧？
Or when we sing like standing on the promises is more masculine, so the girls don't want to sing?
相反啊，就係會唔會女仔覺得有啲歌話誒男仔唱嘅，我唔好意思唱嘅，係咪咁樣咧？
So again, let's go back to the heart of worship. Let us go back why we worship in the first place. So it's not about us. It's not about them. So why it's about God and worshiping Him. He's a great God. He saved us. He created us. Then why and we believe in Him in the first place. We have faith in Him. Then why are we ashamed to express our love for Him, right?
咁咧，所以咧都鼓勵你去多啲去表達咧對上帝嗰個愛喎，嗰個敬拜喎，因為咧佢係做你出嚟噶嘛，佢係救你嗰一位啊，咁所以咧你唔好去即係希望唔好有咁多嘢咧去阻撓到你去敬拜，因為敬拜本身唔係關乎我哋自己個表現係點啊，唱成點做成點啊，而係關乎咧呢一位上帝咧係應該去得到我哋嘅讚美同埋感謝嘅。
Because the moment we shift our attention from solely worshiping God to elsewhere, would be the time that we're hindering ourselves to truly worship Him.
當我哋將我哋嘅注意力咧，如果係由上帝嘅身上咧，放咗喺其他嘢嘅身上嘅時候咧，嗰啲嘢就會阻撓我哋去敬拜㗎。
Again, we should overcome this B and C matters, these feelings, this things that probably I look ugly when I sing, or I look ugly when I clap my hands, so I look awkward when I do this, so I don't want to express it. So we should. Yeah.
再一次咧 ，Cody 鼓勵大家咧去克服咧 B 層次、C 層次嘅嘢，即係個人感受啊，或者咧我哋四周個環境嘅事情啦，同埋咧唔好諗我唱歌嗰時，我唱到咁樣實好醜樣啦，我咁樣去做呢啲動作實好醜樣啦，咁啊叫大家就唔好去咁樣諗啦。
So we should overcome this and focus on the A level, the heart of worship. Why we do this thing, why we worship, why we sing praises to Him.
讓我哋將我哋嘅注意力只係放喺 A 層次嗰度，就係咧點解我哋要去敬拜啦。
Now in figurative sense, it means when we bow down, when we kneel, it means to humble oneself, humbling oneself before the Lord.
咁咧另外咧，我哋睇翻呢一次經文啦，講到即係敬拜咧，嗰個字面嘅意思咧就係跪低啦、俯伏啦。其實呢一個都係一個表現謙卑嘅一個動作嚟嘅。
And submitting yourself to God.
亦都有咧將自己去順服上帝啦、交託俾上帝啦咁樣嘅意思啦。
Let's go now to our next verse about worship in Romans 12:1.
我哋又再睇下羅馬書第12章第1節。
If you found it, say amen.
你揾到嘅話咧，要講阿門喎。揾得快啲，我揾到。阿門。
Amen.
咁都未有係嘛？未揾到啊？就揾到㗎啦。喺《使徒行傳》後邊，四福音《使徒行傳》。So maybe we have to sing the song last week.
Okay, in Romans 12:1, therefore I urge you, brothers, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual act of worship.
所以弟兄們，我以神的慈悲勸你們，將身體獻上，當作活祭，是聖潔的，是神所喜悅的。你們如此侍奉，乃是理所當然的。又或者咧，嗱，你見到佢有個注腳㗎，嗰度寫話：你們如此敬拜，乃是理所當然的。
Okay. In Greek translation, one of its definition is to serve God. Worship is to serve God.
咁你見到咧敬拜啦同侍奉啦，呢度都係有都係可以咁樣去譯嘅，俾我哋知道咧敬拜同侍奉，即係你敬拜神咧 係侍奉嘅一種嚟嘅，係侍奉嚟嘅。
So worship means to serve God. It requires actions, it requires application, it requires obedience.
你敬拜嘅時候咧，係涉及幾樣嘢嘅，係涉及你嘅行為啦，涉及咧你有冇將你學到嘅嘢應用出嚟啦，最後啦就係application、action
and obedience.
就係你有冇去服從上帝啦。
Okay, that gives us a clear understanding that worship is not just the music or the songs that we sing every Sunday, and it certainly does not end after a Sunday service.
咁所以俾我哋知道咧，敬拜神咧唔係講緊你係咪唱歌啊，即係唱歌只係一部分嚟嘅啫。敬拜神亦都唔會因為星期日個聚會完咗就代表你嘅敬拜係完咗咯。
Worship is the way we live our lives, our lifestyle. That's
咩係敬拜啊？就係你點樣去過你嘅生活啦，你嘅生活方式就係去表現咗你嘅敬拜。
That as Christians we should live in service to God, and we serve God through serving others.
我哋點樣所以咧，我哋基督徒咧應該要去藉住侍奉啦，去敬拜我哋嘅上帝嘅。點樣去侍奉神啊？就係咧，我哋去服侍其他人，就係去侍奉其他人啦。
That's why in Romans 12, the following verses, Paul tells us about the actions that we do to others, and those actions toward others, those helping, rejoicing with them, the rest of the verses of chapter 12 is all about serving others.
所以如果你有留意咧，就係喺羅馬書第12章咧講完呢一節經文之後咧，後邊嗰啲經文咧係教導我哋點樣去服侍其他人嘅。
And serving others meaning serving God.
因為侍奉其他人咧就係侍奉上帝啦。
And that is our spiritual act of worship. Action.
呢個就係經文咁樣寫，你哋如此敬拜乃是理所當然嘅，就係咁樣嘅意思啦。就係呢一個係你嘅行為嚟嘅，即係如果你話睇英文啊。
So when you love your enemy, that is a worship to God. That is an act of worship.
所以咧如果你係愛你嘅仇敵嘅，你係去做啲事情咧，對你嘅仇敵係仁慈嘅，呢一個就係你對神嘅敬拜嚟嘅。
When you help a brother or a sister in need, that is a spiritual act of worship to God.
咁如果你弟兄姊妹需要幫忙，你去幫佢手嘅時候，呢一個都係你對神嘅敬拜嚟嘅喎。
So again, it's all about actions. Okay, the lyrics that we sing we should apply those into our lives, because if we are just merely singing and then we are not applying it in our lives. Same thing when we read the Bible, and if we do not apply that into our lives, then it's useless.
我哋唱詩歌咁嗰啲歌詞，如果我哋冇應用喺自己嘅生活裏邊，咁就等同於我哋睇聖經嘅時候冇應用喺生活裏邊一樣，咁都係一啲冇意義嘅行為嚟嘅。
So with that, worship involves speaking.
咁咧敬拜咧係關乎你嘅説話啦。
Okay, when we sing songs, when we share the word of God.
咁咩時候係敬拜啊？你唱詩嘅時候啦，你同人傳福音嘅時候啦。
Okay, worship involves listening.
咁敬拜神唔單止係我哋去講嘢喎，我哋聽嘢都係一個敬拜嚟嘅喎。
When we understand what we are, when we can perceive and understand what we are singing or what we are reading, when our hearts and our mind connect and understand what we are singing, that's an example of listening.
當我哋去聽嗰啲歌詞，當我哋去聽神嘅話語嘅時候，我哋去明白到我哋敬拜嘅意義嘅時候，呢一個都係一個敬拜嚟嘅喎。
And what we're singing, what we're listening, putting in action, that is a worship that is pleasing to God. So there's listening, there's speaking, there is listening, and those things that when we sing I love you, Lord, and then we know what it means because we apply it into our lives.
咁所以咧，如果我哋唱嘅歌，我哋講嘅説話，我哋所聽嘅道，我哋都將我哋所唱嘅歌詞啊，或者將我哋所分享嘅經文啊，都係應用喺生活當中嘅時候，呢一個就係敬拜啦。
And that is pleasing and honoring to God.
亦都係咧能夠去討上帝嘅歡心、討上帝喜悅，去榮耀佢嘅一個行為嚟嘅。
So I encourage everyone just to continue to live a life that is worship, to have that worshipful heart to God.
咁樣鼓勵大家咧去過一個咧敬拜上帝嘅生活。
And let us pray.
我哋一
Father,
齊祈禱。
Father, we thank you
天父啊，我哋多謝你，
for the opportunity to just study your word, God.
多謝神你俾機會我哋學習你嘅話語。
For the wisdom and understanding.
神啊，多謝你俾我哋嘅智慧同埋讓我哋去明白。
May we be the Christians that worship you in spirit and in truth.
讓我哋真係好似聖經所講，用心靈同誠實去敬拜你。
That our worship should not end every after service.
讓我哋嘅敬拜唔係因為星期日嘅聚會完結而完結。
That worship should be our lifestyle.
因為我哋嘅生活方式就應該係圍繞住敬拜。
And may we always be a person who worships you, God.
讓我哋時常嘅都去敬拜你，
Day and night.
日同夜都去敬拜你。
In times that we speak, in times that we do more.
凡我哋所做嘅，凡我哋所講嘅，都係去敬拜你。
This is my prayer in Jesus' name.
我哋奉耶穌基督嘅名字祈禱。
Amen.
Amen.